What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. This is still me, Solomon Wisdom, aka Born to Trade, and today I'm back with the second part of the video. Remember, I promised to release the second part of the video where I'm teaching you guys how to trade using profitable patterns. So I'm releasing the second part of the video today, and these patterns are very profitable. I've been seeing this pattern in the market. I've actually made a lot of money trading with these patterns, and I made it one of my favorite patterns while trading with smart money concept. So this is the second part of the video. Now, what did I say about this pattern? I say you can see price give you a chop, maybe come back, respect a zone. Okay, let's say this is a zone, a good zone, and now what do you see? You see price moves out of the zone. You see price respected the zone, move out. Now what can you see from here? We have an unmitigated zone that price needs to come back and respect. Now what do you see from here? You might see price starts building liquidity above the zone. You see something like this. You see price builds liquidity. After it builds this liquidity, what do we see? It comes back, clearing out the liquidity that is resting below this low. Once the liquidity is cleared out, to respect our zone. That is, once price taps into the zone, this is where we get involved in a trade. This is where we are more interested in trading from. Once price is building this kind of liquidity, we might take advantage of these zones. But once we discover that this zone has turned into a liquidity zone, we try to avoid it, and we now pick interest in this zone that needs to be mitigated. I hope you understood that. So I'll be showing you a live example right now, so you can still take advantage of this pattern when you see them on your price charts. And mind you, if you are new to this channel, please consider subscribing to this channel, be part of Born to Trade family. Like I said, this family is growing daily, and I keep sharing content that will make you a better trader, so consider subscribing to this channel. Now, what can we see from here? When you look from over here, you don't need to be told that from here we are in an uptrend. And what can you see? Over here we got a change of character. I hope you understood what change of character is and talked about change of character several times. We got a change of character here because if you look closely, you can see this was a high, this was another high, this was the low that put in this high, and what can we see? Price came back to break below the high. So that's the change of character. Hope that's clear. So when we got this change of character, you see we switch the market trend. Price switch to a bearish market. This is the 2 hours time frame. I'm not interested in what is happening at the higher time frame right now. I'm just analyzing from the 2 hours time frame, and you can see that we switched market trend. We moved to a bearish trend. You can see price pulled back over here. It went to mitigate some kind of zone here, and you can see price is now in a downtrend. Okay, so looking at the movement of price, you can see price broke below here. Once price broke there, we got a pullback, and here is our lower low, a lower high, our lower low, and this is our current lower high, which puts in this low. Okay, so when price puts in the low, our expectation was we might get a pullback that will continue to put in another low, a pullback that will continue to put in another low, but we didn't get that. What we saw is that price broke another structure right here, which is our change of character. This is a change of character which tells us that the direction of the market is about to change. I hope you understood that. So when price gave us a change of character, now we have an unmitigated zone right here. This particular setup, I shared it on my Telegram channel, and when I shared it on my Telegram channel, I told them that price was building liquidity over here. I told them that price was building liquidity. So when I shared the setup, I said something like price will clear out this liquidity, come back, tap into the zone, and move to our direction. So let me show you now on our Telegram channel. So here is the setup, GBP JPY 2 hours time frame, and I said change of character occur down. We have a high probability demand zone. Wait for price to clear the liquidity resting below, tap into our zone, then you can look for entry. And what can you see from here? This was the setup, the exact setup I shared, and that is the same example I'm using to explain right now. Okay, as you can see, this was exactly the setup I shared. It's a profitable pattern once you trade with smart money strategy. I've been trading with this pattern, and I've made money trading with this pattern. I just decided to expose this pattern to those that are yet to understand what the pattern is all about. Once I share my setups, you will always find this kind of pattern. Okay, so like I said last week, the pattern might not look exactly like the examples I show, but you trying to understand what's behind the pattern, understand that price is setting trap. What you can see from here was that we have a zone. When we got this pullback, see, we got a pullback and price broke higher. So this is a very good zone which price came back to mitigate. I hope you can see that price came back, respected the zone, even though there was a spike. You can see there was a push higher, and you can see here we got a break of structure which left another zone. Someone might include the whole of this, but me, I like refining my zone. Price came back, mitigated the zone, but the reaction was weak. You being a smart trader, what you need to understand is that this is just liquidity, and some people that trades blindly, that doesn't care to read the price action that is going on in the market, they will always fall for this. I'm not saying trading from here is not good. Well, some people can trade from there. It just depends on how you manage your trade. If you're the kind of person that move your stop loss to break even quickly, you might not be liquidated. You might make few profits once you trade like this. But you being a smart trader, once you learn how to trade with patience, wait for the right setup, wait for high probability setup, you are trading with a real money, and it's not a paper money, it's not a demo account, so you're trading with your hard-earned money. That's why you need to wait for a high probability trading patterns or setups. Okay, what can we see? We see that price built this liquidity. When I saw this, I know it was a trap. I had to avoid it. That's why I shared the setup. I chose the zone below here, and I was patiently waiting for price to come back to my zone, and price returns back, and what can you see? It tapped into our zone, and you can see we got a very big move. This was a very massive move, and checking the move, you can see over 300, almost 350 pips. You can see that. So this is a very good pattern, and I've been trading this pattern for a very long time. Just try to identify price building liquidity, setting those traps for traders that fail to read the correct price action. Just try to identify that. And what can we see from here? I think price did something. You can see someone could have caught this big move depending the way you trade, but smart money strategy is very deep. This strategy is very deep. It all depends on how you trade. I hope you understood that. So someone might see this. For me, before I can take another trade from here, I need to see price breaking above this high. I need to see price break that high. But for me, price didn't break the high, just spiked a little bit, and we got a pullback. So some people might choose this break over here. There are people that might choose the break of structure that occurred over here, and they have a zone over here. You can see that some have a zone over here, and once you map out the zone, you will see that price built this pattern. You can see it came back but didn't tap into our zone. Price started to build liquidity again, which is similar to what I was just explaining, building liquidity above our zone, and this particular one was built very close to our zone. That's why I say the pattern might not look exactly like this one I shared or the ones I shared on the first video. It must not look exactly, but the thing here is trying to understand what price is telling you on the price charts. You trying to read the price action that is going on your price charts. Okay, so what can we see? Price built this liquidity. After building the liquidity, you see it came lower, spiked below, clearing out the liquidity. And I hope you all understand what liquidity is. Where a large pool of money is resting in the market. Those that are buying from this low, their stop loss are placed below this low. I hope you know that. So this is our people's stop loss. You see price comes lower, clear out the liquidity, tap into our zone, and you can see the massive move. You see the move? The move was really massive, but it was painful that I couldn't catch this because it didn't give me what I needed to take this trade. I was just waiting for price to break and close above this high, and believe me, if price closed above this high, man, I would have been in this trade right now, catching about, how many pips is this? This is massive, 550 pips. This is very, very massive. So I hope you see that this pattern pays, and it's very, very profitable. It's a high profitable trading pattern, and I just reviewed it to you right now. So what I want you to do is to go back and back test it. Don't trade this if you haven't back tested it or you don't know about it already. Okay, just understand that if you don't know about this pattern or you've not been trading with this pattern, first back test it. Be sure that what I'm sharing right now it's the truth and it's really profitable before you start using it on your live account. Backtest it, test it on your demo account before using this. Okay, so here we come to the end of this video. This is still me, Solomon Wisdom, aka Born to Trade, and please subscribe to this channel if you haven't subscribed yet, and drop a like, drop a comment, tell me what you think about this pattern, tell me what you think. If you've been trading, if you've been seeing this pattern repeating in the markets, just let me know. Have a nice weekend.